Hello, welcome back to Healthy Vlogs. Jared and I just finished working out and now I am going... Very tired. Ow. Yeah, you're a little scraggly. So we are probably gonna shower individually. Don't get any ideas. And then we're gonna make dinner. But before we do that, I wanted to tell you what this week's healthy vlog is all about. Jared and I have like 5 or 6 super easy, super like beginner cook friendly meals that we love to do. So I've talked about some of like my smoothie stuff, some of how I make my eggs, and some of our favorite meals in previous videos, but I'm gonna put it all in one video so that if you feel like you have a hard time figuring out what to cook or how to get the recommended amount of protein, you can watch this video and use some of our recipes. They are not fancy at all, and neither of us are chefs, but I'm hoping this will be helpful. So tonight we're having burrito bowls, which is, we have like once a week. You know, we have some secret ingredients to the burrito bowls. And I thought this was perfect as well because we're doing 800 gram challenge this month. And so you can see how we get our 800 grams every day. Where can I set you? Maybe right here. Sorry, I have to be a little quiet because Jared is still asleep. So every morning, the first thing I do is take my probiotic every morning and take an allergy pill for allergies. The probiotic that I use is seed. So if you've been following me for a while, you probably know that I have tried to figure out my digestive issues in the past, and seed has been really one of the best things to make me regular for like the first time ever. And this is just my experience. It's gonna be different for everyone, but it's been kind of a game changer. And I've tried a bunch of different probiotics before, but this is the one that really has worked for me. They're sponsoring today's video today. We'll get back to that. Okay, but really quick, before I take a shower, my mom sent us a giant package. Oh my God. And I have absolutely no idea what is in it, so, oh, okay. Okay, lots of packing peanuts, I see that. You know what it is?
What are these?
You do?
Nope, no, I have no idea.
I think it's a candle.
Okay.
So how many candles could she fit in this box? Okay, candle.
It is a candle. Oh, it's a really cool candle. Oh, wow.
Mmm, a little tea tree? Oh, did you know what this was?
No, I still don't know what it is.
I think I know what it is. Okay.
Oh!
So.
This is huge. We'll play this tonight. This is my secret Santa gift. Come on. What is it? Oh! A calendar.
Yes.
May she rest.
Also for your birthday, yeah.
Yes.
Or, I mean,
for Christmas. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
no.
Oh, no, no.
It's all gone.
Oh, I know what this is.
I know what this is, yeah.
Oh, this really took us a while. Oh, and today, well, what is that?
Can you warm it up and put it like on your belly?
On your eye?
Oh my God, I need it for my eyes.
No, smell it. It's lavender, smell it.
It's full of lavender?
Yeah, that's what it...
Oh my God, it smells so good. Mom. Okay, well now I'm gonna shower and then we'll get to our burrito bowls.
Oh, welcome to Cafe Reinfeldt. Bonjour, ciao. And another word that means welcome, and I hope you're hungry. So we're gonna talk burrito bowls tonight. This is the secret ingredient. Now, I like to start with the secret ingredient because it's a secret. And the secret ingredient is a sweet potato. In fact, a yam, because they're $2 cheaper. Sam and I eat about 3 sweet potatoes when we make these burrito bowls.
And we always have leftovers.
Yes, that's true. Because leftovers is an important part of the burrito bowl mystique, allure, if you will. So basically, I'm cubing them, and then I'm gonna put them on this tray. I've preheated the oven, as you can see, to 400. I mean, they should just trust me, but...
No, they see.
This is the tray. And I'm gonna cube these. So cut, and I'll cube them. Okay, don't watch me cut. Some people have issues with the way I cut, and to that I say, you know, they're not here.
Yeah, we're gonna sign off for a second. Actually, Jared, I'm gonna shower, so I'm just gonna leave this going, okay?
I'm just cubing. Weigh in if you know the difference between cubing and dicing, because I'm realizing I don't. So if you're a chef, LMK. As it happens, many of these shapes are not cubed or diced. They're trapezoids at best, and that's fine. So this is the secret ingredient of the burrito bowl, and it's nice because it adds another vegetable. Sam, weigh in later if sweet potato is a vegetable. I think yes, but it's orange, so there's some beta-carotene in there perhaps. We're also gonna have some rice, but this is where the flavor comes from. Okay, we are almost done with the chopping. I think I will need a second sheet pan. And the other little one. Gonna kind of throw them on the pan here. If it drops on the floor, it's fine. We just clean the floor. And I would say it's clean enough to eat off of, frankly. Wonderful. Wonderful. So I don't know if you can tell, but you're leaving some space because you don't want them to steam when they release water and heat. You want them to be a little crisp. Now I know Rachel Ray likes EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, for you neophytes. But this is expeller pressed avocado oil, which does better at higher temperatures.
Okay, Beth, we're gonna have to...
I've not been performing as Beth this whole time, actually, I want you to know. And my name is June, your name is this, so get it straight. And I've been performing in my own voice.
We're gonna need to speed this up a little bit, otherwise the entire video is just gonna be Burrito Bowls. So,
well, you can cut any of it, I'm giving you a lot to work with.
Well, I'm just gonna, cut us now.
No, I'm saying I'm giving you...
People are so happy that you're showing them
cut me off.
The sweet potatoes.
Samuel David Light, I gave you a lot of choices, and as a director, you can cut and decide what you want to keep.
No, it's great, it's great, it's great. Okay, so we'll be back with
I didn't tell them what I put on there, because you were jib-jabbing.
avocado oil and Lowry seasoning salt. Okay, so we'll be back when we finish all the rest of the ingredients, and then we'll show you everything down the line. Okay, bye. Okay, so we just finished our burrito bowls. We didn't have all of the ingredients that we normally have. Normally we saute some mushrooms and onions together. I think that's all that we're missing. So this is what we got.
You're just gonna imagine the brightness of the onion and the umami
What?
of the mushroom. That's that mushroom you taste.
Mm-hmm.
But picture them here. So well, you're so close. As previously discussed, the sweet potatoes, oh, they look so good. You can tell they're done when they have a little mottled texture, if you will. The caramelization.
Nice and crispy.
We cooked in our new pan, very exciting. This looks good.
Just a taco seasoning mix.
And some rice.
Just some white rice. Super easy to make, 15 minutes. Basmati white rice. Yep. We will put some tomatoes in there for our 800 gram challenge. And then these are what I call the optionals. So depending upon what your goals are, I mean, anyone can have salsa, like that's totally fine, very low calorie. But depending upon what your goals are, where you are trying to hit for calories, the sour cream and the cheese are going to be optional. So I love dairy and it doesn't really affect my stomach and I'm not too worried about the calories, so we'll probably have some sour cream and cheese tonight.
Yum! I'm right here, you should be yum!
Oh.
Thank you. What do you mean?
Yum, oop.
Yum, oop.
Hello, so Jared and I just went upstate for the day. We were exploring Cold Spring a little bit, and now we're coming home and we are making the salad that we make like 2 or 3 times a week. It's a staple in our meal
repertoire.
Yeah, in our cooking repertoire. And this is what the salad looks like. So we've got arugula and spinach as the base. We've got sliced cucumbers, feta, Kalamata olives that are pitted, blueberries, slivered almonds, halved tomatoes, and then sometimes what we'll do, depending upon what we're eating for dinner, we will have some sweet potatoes in there as well. But the real key to this salad is making your own dressing, which I know seems super complicated on the surface, but actually is unbelievably simple. So first thing that I will do is take 2 lemons, approximately, depending upon how juicy your lemons are. Squeeze the lemon in a nice little measuring cup, a liquid measuring cup. I think we'll do 2 lemons today. Good, good. Okay, now I'm just gonna get these seeds out really quick. I washed my hands before, so. Okay, so now the recipe is, however much lemon juice I have, I put twice as much olive oil in. So I have about 50 milliliters of lemon juice. So I'm going to put in 100 milliliters of olive oil. Good, good. Now I'm at about 150 milliliters of dressing. And then the next thing that I will do is I will take a shallot. Actually, I make Jared cut up the shallot. You can either like finely dice the shallot or you can microplane it if you have a microplaner, like kind of like a cheese grater basically. You just want it to be as fine as possible. And then depending upon how shalloty or how like strong you want your dressing is how much shallot you'll put in. So if you kind of have to like test this out a little bit. I like to give it like kind of just like a small handful. So an example of that, like about, yes, you can see just a small handful, and I will just put that in the dressing. Okay, and then the last step is some salt and pepper, which I have to get. Okay, so we're out of pepper. So I'm just gonna put some salt in, and again, this is gonna be to taste. So you put some salt in, mix it up with a fork, and then you're gonna taste it. Okay, definitely needs a little bit more salt. And you'll keep on adding salt and pepper until the dressing is correct. And the key here is that you will probably make more dressing than your salad needs. So be like super conservative when you're putting the dressing on the salad. And then I was talking to a chef friend of mine this week, and she said that you can absolutely freeze your salad dressing. So don't throw your salad dressing away. You can put it in a mason jar and then freeze it, and then you can have salad dressing for the rest of the week. So you can make your salad dressing in bulk, which is great. So try it. That is delicious. Okay, and that's it. And it will be like the freshest salad dressing you've ever had. I like never get sick of it. I don't know how. Today we didn't get a lot of veggies and fruits in our diet for the 800 gram challenge. So this is a really good way to just like make sure that we get our 800 grams.
Because we'll definitely be over with this, right?
We'll definitely be over with
this. This will take us home. It's a home run, if you will.
It's a...
To use the baseball terminology.
Yeah.
It's like you have men on the bases, all of them. And you just need a good line drive down the third.
There's nothing like a sports analogy, you know?
Especially a sport that I didn't play and don't understand.
Yeah. Okay.
Toodles.
Bye. Hello, so today tonight, we are making chicken and dumpling soup, because I love soup, but we're not really talking about the soup tonight as much as we were talking about the little side dish that we're making. So we're just making asparagus, but in terms of fast, easy, healthy meals, roasting your vegetables is going to be one of the absolute #1 like skills that you need to have, right? So I know Jared talked to you about roasting sweet potatoes. I'm going to talk a little bit more generally about that right now. So you can do this with literally any vegetable, whether that is, you know, broccoli or cauliflower or Brussels sprouts or asparagus. This is all gonna be the same, basically. I put my oven at 400. I will wash my produce, I'll cut it, any bad parts off of it, and then of course I forgot the first ingredient. And the first thing that I will generally do is put oil on the vegetables. So it doesn't have to be a lot of oil. I usually use avocado oil when I'm cooking with decently high heat, but you can use olive oil too, especially extra virgin olive oil. You don't need a lot. And then from here, we have a couple of different options. For every vegetable, you can just do salt and pepper. So again, you don't need a lot, but you can just sprinkle it on there. And then I'll put some pepper on there. But then you can choose whatever other spices you want to put in there too. If you want it to be a little Italian, you can do some basil and oregano. Today, I'm going to add some crushed red pepper to make it just a little bit spicier. Not too much, because then it makes it unenjoyable to eat. And then I'm also going to put on a little bit of honey, which I love to do with my vegetables. So just a slight drizzle of honey across. And that is literally it. So, can I make you see it? There it is. So, once I do that, then I will use my hands to mix it around and get the oil all over the vegetable. And then I'll try and space them out as much as possible before putting them in the oven. And depending upon the vegetable, that's really going to determine the time that you put them in there. I'll probably check them after like 12 minutes. But probably like 15 minutes. But yeah, they look great. And I just need to say again, being able to roast vegetables, it is like the most simple skill, but it's such a good way to get more vegetables into your diet. So just like not being afraid of turning the oven on, getting produce and making it taste really good in such a simple way with so few ingredients, with just like salt and pepper and oil. It's so important. Try and add this to your dinners like a few times a week at least, that we definitely do, because it's such a good way to get more vegetables in, especially when we're doing this 800 gram challenge. So, yay! I'm gonna go wash my hands. Bye! Okay, quick update. The asparagus looks so good, but it took like way less time than I thought it was. I think it took like 15 minutes total, but it looks very good. Yummy. Delish. Okay, so this week I am showing you my favorite fast and healthy meals, but it doesn't matter if those meals are healthy if your body and your gut are not absorbing those nutrients. So that takes me to our sponsor for today's video, which is Seed. So if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I've had a lot of ups and downs on my digestive journey, probably more downs than ups. So I've been taking Seed for the past 6 months now, and I've been so unbelievably impressed, not only with what the product has done for my body, but this company as a whole. So I've never had a product that actually affected my gut in such a positive way, and this is gonna affect everyone differently. What works for me is not necessarily gonna work for you, but this is the first time in my life, TMI, that I've had like regular bowel movements, which is wild. But even more than that, the company is so dedicated to making sure that we are making a positive impact on our environment. So, you know, like this is glass, and they even give you like a glass like traveler, and it's a subscription service. So you get sent new product like every 30 days or 90 days, and it comes in a biodegradable pouch made of algae, I'm pretty sure, and you put it in your little glass tin that looks gorgeous so that they're not using a bunch of products that are harming our earth, which is great. Some more specifics about the actual probiotic. It is a probiotic and a prebiotic. It has 24 different strains, and it is, let me just show you really quick. Zoom in, yeah. So it has an inner and an outer capsule so that I can make sure that it's really getting to my stomach and that I'm able to absorb it. So I've been such a big fan of Seed. I actually took a course through Seed called Seed University. You can take it too, just to learn about the company and how great they are, but then also to learn more about probiotics and prebiotics, because bacteria is such an important part of life, and knowing more about pro and prebiotics is really important for gut health. And you know, I'm obsessed with gut health. So if you're interested in trying out Seed, you can use my link in the description of this video, and my discount code is LEICHT15. So it's LEICHT 15 for 15% off your first order. So definitely check them out. Okay, so I know this is a little out of order, but I'm going to talk about breakfast now. Y'all know I make smoothies almost every morning. It is a perfect way to get your protein intake, to get a little fiber, to get some greens in there, especially when we're doing 800 gram challenge. It's really good to get, you know, like 200 grams of veggies and fruits every morning. And if you want to learn more about my smoothies, I have a video about it. So maybe like here. And you should check that out. I'm not gonna go into it in this video. My other breakfast of choice is just making eggs. So I have 2 ways that I do my eggs. They are very not fancy, but there are like some small tips and tricks that I have that are gonna make your eggs so much better. I think that I got them from Anthony Bourdain, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm going to make Jared eggs first, and Jared's eggs are going to be scrambled, and let's do it. Gonna get my pan. So I always start off with a little bit of butter in the pan. You can use oil. I'm not super afraid of high fat in the morning, just because I feel like it gives my brain a little boost. So I'm gonna put like a little under a tablespoon of butter, and then I'm going to melt it in the pan, get my eggs. And really all I put in scrambled eggs is just butter and then salt and pepper. But the key here is that your heat should be medium to low heat, and you should be mixing them the entire time. So you never want to let the egg get so well done on the bottom that it starts to like have that like gross smell to it. You want to be continuously mixing. But that being said, I know that a lot of people like to crack their eggs and then put a little bit of milk in and then scramble them. The other thing that really brings out the flavor in the eggs is actually not doing that, is to crack them directly into the pan and then only kind of like just like move them around. We're not trying to like mix the egg in the yolk. So that is one of the other secrets that Anthony Bourdain always talked about. I really hope that it was Anthony Bourdain. I'll check that. Okay, so now I'm going to crack the eggs. Jesus. Oh no. Okay, now, before it starts cooking too much, I'm gonna put some pepper in there. I'm gonna put some salt in there. And I'm just gonna start moving them around. Again, I'm not really trying to scramble them too much. So everyone has their different preferred amount of dryness for their eggs. I don't like them, I like them to be like very medium. I don't want them to be runny, but I also don't want them to be overcooked, and these are done. So you can see that the yolks and the egg white is pretty separated. That's exactly how I want it to be.
Oh my goodness, it's like breakfast in bed. Oh, this is beautiful, thank you.
You are a blue blob right now. 1 second. Ah, so much better.
Okay. As I was saying, thank you. It's breakfast in bed.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Let me
Don't they look
taste it.
so nice?
They really do. Let me taste it while you're here.
Okay, good.
Okay. My compliments to the chef.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm going to start our method number 2 for our eggs, but before I do that, Jared reminded me that there are 2 ways to like really spice up our scrambled eggs, especially if that's something that you have like every day and you're getting bored of it. My favorite 2 ways are 1, adding sriracha, which is gonna be a spicy kick, and 2, adding salsa. So both of those are super clean options to completely change the flavor of your eggs, and you should definitely check them out. Okay, method number 2 for eggs, and I find it a little bit easier to eat eggs if they are not scrambled. So especially lately, I kind of go in phases of like scrambled or not scrambled. And my friend Jonathan in college showed me this method that is very unconventional and is probably gonna freak you out a little bit. But I enjoy it, so that's what I'm gonna show you. My kitchen is definitely not the best for showing y'all kitchen videos. So first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to put some butter in the pan again. Okay, so the way that this method works, I am basically going to be steaming the eggs. So I'm gonna get the eggs out, letting the butter melt. But for this method, you're still gonna be on like medium heat, but you need a lid because we're basically just gonna put the eggs in, we're gonna season the eggs, and we're gonna put the lid on, and the water from the eggs actually will steam them and make them like perfect, like not like kind of like over medium, depending upon how long you keep them in there for. Okay, so I'm going to turn the heat down, crack the eggs. I usually eat 5 eggs. And just so that y'all kind of know, in like a perfect world, I have a smoothie right away when I wake up in the morning, and then I have eggs for like my like mid-afternoon snack. 11, I usually have eggs, and that usually keeps me pretty full. I have seasoned my eggs with just salt and pepper. I'm gonna find a lid, put it on there, and that's that. That is literally all I'm doing. And then I wait for a while. It'll get white on the top. It might start to bubble a little bit, and then I wait a little bit longer, and then they're done. I'll show them to you. You're gonna think they're crazy. Ugh, but they taste so good. Okay, so this is one thing that I will say about breakfast. There's like really no excuse for you to not be making breakfast at home. It is 1, so much cheaper. 2, it is so much healthier, especially in America. We love to do very, very high carb breakfasts, you know, with like bagels, and it's so easy. It is so easy and so fast. I can make eggs, like if I have 10 minutes to eat, I can make eggs and eat them in that 10 minutes. So there's really no excuse, and that's why I wanted to show you. I mean, like smoothies are so easy. Check out that video. Eggs are so easy, and they're also a very, very healthy way to start our day with high protein. So if you get nothing else out of this video, try and make your own breakfast every morning. Super important. Okay, so they are starting to bubble. Okay, but they're done. Yay. Yum. Okay, bye. Hey friends, so I just wanted to finish off this video with a little recap of the cooking that we've done this week and why we are doing it. So I have given you some of the most simple opportunities to cook. And the reason why this is so important is because you don't need to be spending hours and hours in the kitchen every week in order to cook healthy meals. Jared and I don't really venture out very often. We like to cook what we know, and that makes it really easy for us to not only spend very minimal time at the grocery store, but also to spend minimal time cooking. right? Cooking healthy does not need to be this incredibly time-intensive, complicated experience. So, we have talked about smoothies in the past. That is a great opportunity for you to be kind of jump-starting your morning with protein. We just talked about eggs, my 2 weird ways to make eggs that, again, are a really phenomenal way for you to be getting protein right away in the morning and not necessarily eating that super high-carb breakfast of cereal and a bagel, right? We talked about making your own salad dressing, which is so important, and I just gave you one of the salad dressings that you can make, right? I love that salad dressing. It's so easy with olive oil, lemon juice, shallot, salt and pepper. It's so easy, and you can put it in the refrigerator or put it in the freezer and freeze it and then thaw it out when you want to use it throughout the week. We've talked about, what else did we talk about? Oh, we made burrito bowls, and that is one of the staples that we make virtually every week, because not only can you eat the burrito bowl at night and get a ton of vegetables and fruits, you can use that as leftovers in the morning to make an amazing like egg skillet, right? I didn't show you that, but that's because we didn't have leftovers this week. And then we also talked about how important it is to be able to know how to roast your vegetables. You really can't go wrong. You put the oven at 375 or 400. You put some avocado oil on your vegetables, you put salt and pepper, you put anything else that you may want on it. But even with just oil, salt, and pepper, that is such an amazing way to make your vegetables taste so good. And it's so easy and so good for you. So just kind of taking these like very, very simple meals or simple like cooking tips into account every week and switching it up and using them in new and interesting ways is going to be such a phenomenal way for you to be eating healthy and be getting more vegetables and fruits into your diet. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to tell you. In some of my previous videos, I've talked to you about making soup. That's such a good way to have like a pretty low calorie dinner that you can eat for many meals throughout the week. And I think that's it. We're absolutely gonna be talking about more in-depth recipes in the future. We're going to talk about how much meat Jared and I eat. We're gonna talk about specific recipes that are a little bit more complicated, but that is going to be in future videos. I have no idea what next week's video is. I forget. But what I will say is that by next week's video, we will have art up on the wall because it came in, and I will have taken my meditation classes, so I'm really excited to share that with you. So, oh yeah, and last thing, thank you to Seed for sponsoring this video. If you are interested in trying Seed, you can go to the link in the description of this video and use my code LIGHT15, L-E-I-C-H-T 15 for 15% off your first order. Okay, now, bye.